Hello everybody. I just got my hot toasted white mocha and let's turn my car off. It is freezing today. I don't know what's going on in Arizona. The high is like 50. That's like cold for us here in Arizona, okay? Today is Monday, December 27th and it's 5 p.m. so the sun is setting and it's a cloudy, rainy day. But we need to have a little catch up. Before I come back to doing like my weekly vlogs and vlogging more frequently, I feel like I need to just catch everyone up to speed of like what's been happening. I know most people don't care, but there's a lot has happened in the last 6 months that needs to be talked about, okay? First and foremost, I am 6 months pregnant today, and it feels so weird saying that. Like, it's weird. It has been a roller coaster of emotions, and a lot has happened, and we're gonna talk about it all. How do I even start this? I want to try to get through this quickly because I don't want to like talk forever, and I just want to like get down to the details. First, I'm going to show you guys our reaction to taking the test and finding out that I'm pregnant. So let's go ahead and just show that first real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what's been happening. Welcome back to the vlog! Just kidding. Me and Ryan just went to Target and got a pregnancy test. I've never taken a pregnancy test before because I've just never really been worried, but I've been feeling kind of off and just like, I don't know, it feels weird. Things feel weird, and I either am pregnant or I have IBS. I don't know what's going on, but I don't really keep track of my periods that well. They're never really super normal, but I definitely start at the beginning of the month, and it's the 17th now, or 16th, right? And so we're gonna see what's happening here. Pregnancy test haul. What do you think? I feel like you don't think that I'm pregnant at all. You think that I'm not?
Yeah, I think you just don't know when your period is.
I know, but it's been a long time since.
Well, it's weird because you said you've been having cramps or something.
Yes, I've been having like cramps, like I'm gonna get my period and then nothing comes. So, I don't know. And my last period was so weird. Like my last period was only 2 days. And that's just like not normal.
That's true.
But we'll see. I'm gonna go pee on this and then we'll report back.
Oh, it's not even gone yet.
I don't see.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you think like it would do that and then I'll do another one or something?
It's gonna say pregnant, not pregnant. Like in words.
I know, it was like a loading screen or something.
Yeah. My heart's beating so fast. Oh my god. What the freak? What the heck? Oh shit, I just wanna... Oh my god. What the heck? When did this happen? How did this happen? Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, so yeah, so that was back in August. It is now December 27th, so it's been a while. So it's been a few months since then, and I feel like I've kind of processed everything now, sort of, as much as you kind of can. After I found out I was pregnant, I pretty much just went MIA for like 2 months straight because I was just trying to process everything and figure out like how I felt. To be honest, I wasn't as excited as I thought I was going to be. I always knew we always talked about having a baby, and we always knew we wanted kids, and we kind of were like practicing, I guess. We weren't like actively trying, but we weren't like not trying. So it was all kind of a surprise, but also like, you know, you're playing with fire, you know what's gonna happen. I took a test because I was like 2 weeks late for my period, which I never really keep track of my periods. I've always been kind of irregular. I haven't been on birth control in like 4 years, and I really just thought that like I couldn't get pregnant. Like being off birth control for 4 years and not getting pregnant and actually not preventing anything for the last 6 months since the wedding. Like, I was just like, that's weird. Like, if I haven't got pregnant now, like, maybe something's up. We pretty much planned on just giving ourselves a year after the wedding before we, like, looked into options and, like, what was going on and checking on my fertility and everything like that. So I always felt kind of like, I don't know, I just had this feeling like maybe I just can't have kids because I just never got pregnant. I've never had a pregnancy scare. I've never taken a pregnancy test in my life. Like, I've always just got my periods, never been worried. So when I realized like I hadn't had a period in a while, I was like, can I be pregnant? And I noticed like I was at the gym and I would be like doing crunches and my stomach like kind of felt weird. I just felt off. I just had this gut feeling. And I kept telling Ryan, like, I bet you I'm pregnant. And we would just like laugh and joke about it. And he was like, no, you're not. You just never know when your period's coming. I'm like, no, but it's definitely been a long time. Like, normally I get my period towards the beginning of the month. And this was like well into the middle/end of August. And I was like, I still haven't gotten a period this month. It's kind of weird. So I'm like, let's go take a test tonight. And he was like, okay. And I put off taking a test for like 2 weeks because I was just so scared. I didn't want to find out. I just didn't want to do it. I was just so nervous. So I didn't take a test for like 2 weeks. And then finally I was like, I swear I'm pregnant. Like, we have to go take a test. And Ryan was like, whatever, let's go. Went to Target, got a test, and sure enough, after that, we pretty much just took some time to like process it, figure out our emotions, figure out how we were feeling. And to be honest, I didn't have the reaction that I thought I was. Like, I've always watched people's pregnancy reactions and they've always been like super excited and like crying and like so happy. And like, I don't know why I just didn't feel super happy. Like, I felt, first of all, we just like laughed for like a while. And then I cried because I was like terrified because I'm just like, what am I gonna do? I was kind of freaking out because I don't feel like I know what I'm doing with my life. Ryan is about to start his master's program. We were in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, it didn't feel like the timing was right, but when is the timing really ever right, you know? So I finally just like accepted it and been like, this is God's plan, this is the timing, this is how it's supposed to happen, and we'll figure it out no matter what. It'll be fine. Like, we just need to stop stressing. And shortly after we found out, like a week or two later, is when I started to feel really sick. I started throwing up every morning. I was really tired. My back was hurting. I had no energy. I was so nauseous all day long. I was miserable. And I think when you're already not excited about being pregnant or you're already nervous, adding that sickness on top of it is a lot. Like, it really was making me super depressed. It made me really, really anxious. It made me just sad because I felt like I had this whole life of just living my life selfishly and doing what I wanted and working out and just doing whatever I wanted. And now all of a sudden I'm like, my whole life has changed. Like, I have something now growing inside of me that I'm responsible for, and I can't just like think of myself. I had a pretty rough first trimester, and most people know the first trimester is normally the worst. It's the where you're the most sickest. And I remember getting my like weekly updates and everyone saying like, oh, you're gonna stop feeling sick soon. Once you hit 12 weeks, you'll start feel better. Once you hit 14 weeks, 16 weeks. And I just remember still feeling so sick and miserable after all these different like weekly checkpoints. And I'm like, what is going on? So it hasn't been a fun time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do not enjoy being pregnant. I lost about 8 pounds in my first 2 months of being pregnant. I lost a lot of muscle. I was throwing up a lot. I wasn't able to keep anything down. I was barely eating. So on top of all that, we're trying to figure out what we want to do, where we want to live. Do we want to stay in our apartment? Do we want to renew our lease? Do we want to buy a house? Like, what do we do? So we were in a 1-bedroom apartment and our lease was coming to an end, and we were deciding whether we should go month to month, renew, try to buy a house. And if you live in Arizona or pretty much anywhere right now, you know how crazy the market is right now. It is so hard to buy a house. So we got pre-qualified. My mom's a realtor, so she's been like helping us through this whole process. So we decided to start looking for houses. Well, when our lease came to an end, we were like, we don't want to stay here. We don't want to be looking for a house, paying $2,000 a month for a tiny 1-bedroom apartment in rent while also looking for a house. So we just decided to move back in with my mom, and my mom lives on the west side in Arizona, which is like 45 minutes west of Scottsdale. It's like in a little suburb town that I grew up in. And we decided to move in with my mom, so we pretty much got rid of a bunch of our stuff and put it all in her garage. And we've just been chilling in my mom's house since the beginning of November. We're just staying here until we find a house. Because the market is so crazy, there's nothing out there that we really like, and if we do like it, it's over our budget, or if we do put an offer, we get outbidded and people bid way above asking price. It's just like impossible. The whole house hunting situation has been kind of stressful, but it's nice just to be living at my mom's rent-free and just like chilling and catching our breath for a little bit. But pretty much what our plan is now, my grandma owns a house and she is looking to sell it. Right now there's renters in it, so once the renters leave, we're gonna buy the house from her. She bought this house like so many years ago as an investment, and now she's gonna give it to us and we're gonna buy it off of her. And then we're gonna spend probably a couple months fixing it up. This house needs a lot of work. It's a complete remodel, so we are going to completely gut it and remodel it as soon as the renters are out of there. I've always wanted to like remodel a house, and it's just gonna be fun and exciting to go through that whole process. But it is also stressful, like not knowing when the exact timeline is going to be and when we'll be able to actually move in. Hopefully we can close on the house within the next couple of months, and then we could spend however long remodeling it and taking our time with it while we live at my mom's house. And at first I was kind of embarrassed to be like, oh, I'm pregnant and living back home again. But to be honest, I've kind of accepted the fact that I'm very lucky to be able to do this. I know a lot of people don't have that relationship with their parents and they're able to come back home. But luckily for me, my mom has lived alone the past 5 years, so she has been begging us to move home, me and my sister. She wants us to move back home. So she was the one who was like, you guys come home, like just save money, live here. And she's pretty much gone all day long, so we have the house all to ourselves, and I work from home, and it's just nice to be in an actual house with the backyard. Malibu loves it. Malibu loves my mom's dog. It's actually been really nice and easy. We have a relationship with my mom where it's very, very nice and peaceful to live here. There's no stress. My mom is just an angel, so she really just has helped us a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on the last 6 months. It's been weird, but kind of exciting, but also stressful, but also, I don't know. To be honest, I still haven't fully processed it. I'm happier now, and I'm excited now that I'm farther along, because I'm just ready for this baby to like be out. Like, just even having Christmas this weekend, I was like, this is gonna be so much more fun when there's a baby here. So I'm starting to get a little bit more excited, but I'm definitely not that, like, I'm still definitely not in that, like, I'm growing a miracle inside of me. I know, I get it. I'm very lucky, and I understand that this is a special thing going on, but I'm having a hard time feeling that way, and I'm getting there, okay? I'm accepting it. I'm praying to God every day. God, give me the motherly instincts that I need, because I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt this way, but I felt this way when I got married too. Like, I felt like I always knew I was gonna get married. I always knew I was gonna have kids. But then when it actually starts to happen, you're like, wait, I'm still a child. But I'm not. I'm 25 years old. Like, this is a very normal age to have a baby, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, I haven't announced whether it's a girl or a boy yet. I just feel like I'm supposed to feel a different way than I am, and I thought I would feel a different way than I do, and I am very excited. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. I know there are a lot of people out there who have struggled with their fertility, or who have always wanted kids and can't, and I'm sure that is like one of the hardest things to go through, and I am praying for those people. So I'm definitely trying to be a little bit more excited, a little bit more happy, and a little bit more grateful that this is what I've been blessed with. And it's taking me some time, but I'm getting there, and it's gonna be okay. But I am excited to start vlogging again and taking you guys along the journey now that I'm actually like feeling better. Kind of. I did throw up today. Like, I'm still throwing up and I'm still nauseous. I take Zofran, which helps with my nausea, but I was eating a salad today, and there's like certain things that trigger my like gag reflex or something, but I was eating this salad from Chop Shop and it has like vinegar in the dressing, and I'm pretty sure the vinegar like burned my stomach or something, and it made me just throw up. I literally threw up my entire salad and my smoothie like as I was taking my last bite. Like, it was so gross. And I'm like, why did that happen? All the food I just ate is now for nothing. I'm gonna start doing weekly vlogs again. I'm still working from home at the same job, and it's been really nice to be able to work from home, so I'm lucky there, because I don't know how people work like these jobs where they're moving around. I couldn't imagine still working at Orange Theory or F45 and being pregnant, because I'm miserable. I literally am in my pajamas all day, like laying in my couch working, and I'm just lucky that I'm able to do that. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end off this video here. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for the vlogs. Lots of pregnancy content coming up, because that's my life now and I don't have a choice. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.